What's happening, family? Adrian back with another video. I wanted to knock this video out for about a week now, and I just kept forgetting to, jot down my notes and ideas about it. And but it's something that I feel like I can just go straight off the top of my dome, because I feel like it's something that I have dealt with on more than one occasion. On more than one occasion with the narcissist that I was involved with. And I feel like it's important for you guys to know how they kind of tie in. So baiting and triangulation, and how they can work hand in hand together. So I, of course, am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. For anybody that is new to my channel, we discuss narcissism, narcissistic abuse, and on a few of my videos, on most of my videos, I give you guys some of my personal experience to, I give like parts of my personal experience to help you guys see in real life how the narcissist acts, because I know a lot of other channels give out theories of, well, the narcissist does this and the narcissist cheats and the narcissist, does all of these different things, but sometimes we don't know how it will show up in your own life. So this video, I wanted to talk about baiting. And first of all, anybody can bait you into an argument. Anybody can. It's not only toxic people that can bait you into an argument, although this is a definite characteristic of toxic people. They will bait you into an argument, and they will basically bait you into an argument so that they can play the victim later. So what I started to notice in my own personal situation is, when my son was very first born, it would be like a month would go past, and she was passively aggressively not seeing my son. She wouldn't tell me directly like, oh, I'm not going to let you see your son, but she would just ghost me for, a week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and, wouldn't answer her phone, wouldn't answer her text, all of that kind of stuff. So now months have gone, like now 3 weeks have gone past, and I haven't seen my son, haven't heard from my son, any of that kind of stuff. Or if she did engage with me, she would engage with me and say, hey, I'm gonna come over, I'm gonna come through, and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, so where's our son at? Like, I don't need you to come over. Like, why are you, you've already shown me pretty much who you are. So why are you not bringing my son over to see me? Not realizing, again, at that time, I did not know that she was a narcissist, but I did have the thought in the back of my mind that she was seeing somebody else, because there was literally no reason. We never argued. We never really fought. We had a great relationship all the way up until the day she got pregnant, or at least that's what I thought, that we had a great relationship. So it was literally like no reason for any of this to be going on at all, other than the fact that she's a narcissist and this is their MO. This is what they do. So now, me as a parent, of course, I want to see my child. So what baiting looks like is, she wasn't allowing me to see my child. She would have all of these different excuses, and it would be passively aggressive. Like, so I may go 3 weeks without seeing him, then she would let me see him for 1 weekend, and then I may go a month without seeing him, and then I may get him for another weekend or something like that, and then I would go another, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like an ongoing thing, and it felt like she was kind of trying to alienate me out of the situation, like she was trying to force me out of the situation. But of course, me being a father and me being the parent that I am, I wanted to be there for my child, so I'm putting up a fight. So what that looks like is, and why I say it ties into triangulation is, now, when the discard happened, she wanted me to chase her, and I didn't chase her. So what she started doing was, she used my son and me not seeing my son as a way to get me, as a way to bait me into an argument with her. Now, what she did was, she baited me into that argument, And one day, of course, I'm a father. I am a, and I'm a very loving father. He's like my world. So I want to be there for my child. I want to, all of that kind of stuff. And so I'm pissed. Like, as a father, I'm pissed because I'm literally like, why is this woman playing games and not letting me see my son? And why is, all of that kind of stuff. Now, how it ties into the triangulation. One day, I'm pissed because I haven't been seeing my son. So I call her, I'm texting her, and she's not answering her phone, of course. I'm texting her, and I'm basically saying, asking her, like, at what point are you going to stop playing games? Like, at what point are you going to wake up and grow up and be, a good parent to this child? Because, we brought this responsibility into the world, and now you just went completely stupid. And now you have no, like, we have no partnership as far as even co-parenting. I don't need you as far as, being in my life for you being my girl or anything like that. But at least let us work together and be good parents to this little boy. So I'm pissed. Now, she's riding in the car with the new supply. And you guys know when, somebody puts you on speakerphone. You guys can tell when somebody puts you on speakerphone. So she literally put me on speakerphone, and I'm calling not because I want her, but because I want to see my son. And I'm pissed because I haven't seen my son in almost a month. So she's in the car, and I can tell she's in the car with somebody because of the way she's talking to me and the fact that she put me on speakerphone. So she puts me on speakerphone, and I'm like, I'm pissed off. I'm like, man, so when you gonna stop playing games? And like, da-da-da-da, and I'm amped up. I'm like that. And because of that, I could hear in her voice that it was kind of making her day, because she's like, well, what did I do to you, Adrian? Well, what was the problem, Adrian? Well, and you can tell that there was somebody that she was showing off in front of in the car, and that basically she was using that as an opportunity to make me sound like I was irrational or crazy or all of that kind of stuff. And you got to remember that when they go off to the new supply, they are going to smear your name. So me calling and asking about my son would stamp the story to her new supply that, oh, I'm just crazy and I'm just, mean to her and I'm just this and I'm just that. So now she's drawing fuel from the new supply, and now he's working hard to please her because he feels like, oh, she's going through an abusive situation and this, that, and the third, and oh, maybe her baby father is crazy. Maybe he is this type of person. Maybe he is that type of person. So now that gives him the energy to disrespect me more, and it gives him, that fuel to be a flying monkey for her and do her bidding for her. So now he has no problem, having sex with her and being disrespectful in front of my son and all of that kind of stuff. He has no problem with that because that's the tone that she set. That's the picture that she painted, and she painted it through baiting. So I just wanted to tap in with you guys and give you guys that video of how the narcissist will bait you, and they would use the baiting and the triangulation together as a tool to gain more supply from, both of y'all. Now, they want you to chase them because they've discarded you and they've off to the new supply. They're being completely disrespectful to you. So they want you to chase them. They want you to argue, fuss, fight, cuss, all of that kind of stuff, because now to the new supply, it does make you look like you're that crazy person that they said you was all along. Salute, man. That's my video. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And for all of my day ones, man, thank each and every last one of you guys. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.